Hey, what is up guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I'm going to show you guys a little trick that we actually performed on Hester's channel. We've never done this on our channel yet. It's a great little trick that we came up with after watching a performance on Penn and Teller Fool Us. It's a great little performance trick that utilizes a calculator effect known as Toxic. So I know that a lot of you guys haven't seen this trick yet, so for all you guys who haven't, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And yeah, let's get straight to the... Robert, do you have a phone I could borrow by any chance?
Yeah, I got you.
And can you open up the calculator app, please?
Okay.
Once you have that ready, I'll take it. Perfect. What we're going to do today is we're going to try to multiply a bunch of random numbers together that are going to be provided by you, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to have any influence on this. So, Robert, please confirm that is your phone and that is your calculator.
That's my phone. That is my calculator.
Perfect. Robert, hold up the phone to the camera, please. What I want you to do is type in a random 4-digit number. Make sure you show the camera so they can see it. And now hit multiply.
Multiply.
Now set the phone down. I'm going to hand you the deck here. And what I want you to do, I don't want you to think that I'm forcing cards on you. So I want you to take the deck, take out any 3 cards you want, and we're going to type those cards in as one number, okay? So we're only taking the value here. Okay, so we got 3, 9, and 7, okay? What order do you want to type these in?
7, 3, 9.
7 through 9, perfect. So we'll go ahead, you type it in, 7 through 9.
7, 3, 9.
Now hit multiply again. And you can actually see the numbers are actually multiplying, okay? And Robert, one last time, let's type in a random 3-digit number. You can pick the number, do it between 100 and 300.
100 and 300?
Yeah, random 3-digit number between 100 and 300. Go ahead, type that in for the camera.
Let's go to...
Now hit equals.
Equals? Okay.
And you can see we get a pretty big number. And I'm actually going to write this number down. Robert, can you hand me that post-it pad, please?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right, here we go. I'm going to write the number down. So, Robert, if you could read the number out loud, please.
5.
5.
7.
7.
7.
7.
3.
3.
4.
4.
5.
5.
6.
6.
6.
6.
3.
3. Please confirm that that is the right number. 577-345-663.
Yep, that is.
Make sure the camera sees both. They are correct?
Yep. Do we need
Good.
this anymore?
We don't need your phone anymore. We don't need the deck anymore, actually. Now, for the first time, I'm actually going to reveal my prediction. It sat here on the table the entire time. You guys could see it here. I didn't touch it. I didn't move it. But you'd be surprised. My prediction skills are pretty good, and I actually could predict the right number. 3, 2, 1. Actually, Robert, you lift it up. It's an egg. It's an egg.
Like that dramatic effect.
But this isn't entirely my prediction. No. Let's see here. This, my friends, right here. This is my prediction. Robert, what are these?
That's an eggshell.
Eggshells. We don't need this. I'll eat that some other time. But this, my friends, is the prediction. Eggshells. And a lot of you might be thinking, what does eggshells have anything to do with this trick? Well, remember, Robert.
What does it have to do?
It's
a number.
It seems weird, right? Because we did a calculator number trick, right?
Yeah.
And this is my prediction, eggshells. A lot of you might be wondering. Remember, you got to type in any random numbers you wanted, correct?
Yeah.
And we got to multiply. I didn't touch the calculator. You did all the work. Well, you'd be pretty surprised that this actually is a perfect prediction, because if I take your number that we multiplied and I turn it upside down, it'll actually read eggshells. And that is the trick. And anyway, let's get straight to the tutorial. Okay, guys, so basically this is a pretty cool application trick for a really big calculator effect known as Toxic, okay? So I know Hester did perform and reveal another calculator trick very similar to this, but this uses a different method. When Hester did the multiplying, I know a lot, I actually read the comments, and I know a lot of you guys were saying, one of the biggest concerns with Hester's method is the number always going to 0 after you multiply the numbers. This method eliminates that, okay? So, this is not the same method as what Hester uses. This is known as Toxic. So, I'm going to show you guys how to set it up. Now, you can do this. It works best with iPhone calculators. Now, a lot of you guys were saying
Apple.
you can't do this with Android phones. You actually can.
You can, right
But
here.
you need a specific calculator, okay? The calculators, there are some calculators where if you type in like 5 plus 6, in the top it'll actually read 5 plus 6. You don't want that, okay? So if you have like one of those calculators that, you know, does all the calculations in a string, and it actually shows you what's happening, you can't use that. So iPhone calculators work. This app right here on Android phones actually works.
Real Calc Scientific Calculator.
And
That
certain
works.
calculators like this will actually work. Now, you just need to make sure it doesn't multiply in a string, and you should be good to go for the calculator, okay? So, basically what I did here, this is a way, Toxic is a calculator effect that allows you to force numbers, okay? So I'm going to come around and show you guys how you set this up. So, you guys can use the same kind of effect that we used. This number right here actually spells eggshells, okay?
But you have to write it a certain way?
You don't necessarily have to write it a certain way, but I'm going to tell you guys there are a bunch of ways that you guys can perform this effect with the calculator. So, there's a bunch of ways. One way, you can just have a written prediction. You can have this folded up in your pocket, or you can show it on the table, do the multiplying, and then just show the number, you know, matched. You can do something like what we did, where, you know, the number actually spells something upside down, and you showed that as your prediction. You can do what Hester did, where, you know, you force a card, and the card has the number written on the card, okay? Or you can, you know, you can even force the individual cards. So you could force a 5 of hearts, a 7 of diamonds, a 7 of clubs, you know, a bunch of individual cards for the number if you wanted to. Now, this works for any number, so don't just think that you need to use the number that I'm supplying, okay? You can do this with any number. So you're going to take your calculator, and how are you going to do this? All you're going to do is you're going to type in like, a series of calculations. So, go ahead and type in your number. So, 577...
345.
345...
663.
663. So you're going to type in your number, and you're going to hit plus 0 times 0, and then you're going to hit the open bracket, and that's your entire setup, okay? Now, this is a very clever trick, because what this allows you to do is start multiplying numbers, and it'll always go back to the original number you typed in. Now, perfect. It starts at 0. So let's say they say 965, right? You hit multiply, you multiply that by 69. You hit multiply again. It actually does the calculation at the top, right? You hit 96. Hit that. You hit 65478, right? You hit that. See, we already had a huge number, right? If you hit like 6 and then you hit equals, it just goes back to the original number. So I guess the best way I can kind of show this to you guys, if I take the number 3, I go plus 0 times 0, open bracket. So that's the setup. And then I just start typing in some random numbers and start multiplying it. Just like that. Look at those huge numbers. It just goes back to 3. Okay? That's all you need to know. Now, you can do this. It works really well with a borrowed calculator. Now, you just have to make some excuse. A lot of people, what they like to do is they like to, you know, say they're taking a selfie on your phone. Some people just buy time while they're actually setting up the calculator, okay? But once again, you don't have to use the same method, but once you know the calculator, you can do this any way you want. From there, I just wrote it down. Now, if you guys are going to use eggshells for your performance technique, the way you write the 5, you want to write the 5 a little longer just so it looks more like an S. Don't just write like a really square 5, I guess you could say. And it will spell eggshells. Now, there are a bunch of other numbers that will spell words upside down, so you guys can really, you know, play around with that method. If you guys just want to write down a prediction that works well, this is a great trick. Now, be careful because you don't want the number on the calculator to go above the prediction number. So let's say, you know, this is your number, right? And you're multiplying a bunch of numbers. And let's say the number goes above that and then you still have to multiply more numbers. That's not good, okay? So be cautious as, you know, make sure you know what number you're putting in. And make sure you're smart about it, okay? Something I recommend doing, make the numbers seem as random as possible. You can tell them, name me a random 4-digit. Then have them select random cards, you know, out of the deck and type that in. You know, find as many ways to get numbers. If you have, like, multiple spectators, ask them to each name one number. You know, do as many things as you can to get this trick to work at, you know, to the best of its ability, okay? Now, of course, you don't need to perform this with cards. We just know a lot of people prefer card tricks, so we tried to bring cards into this little effect. Alright, that is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Card Shuffler 99. Thank you guys so much for watching. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.